Testing, testing, testing. Okay, friend subscribers, sorry about that testing there. Look, back on the subject of Newcastle, because to me this is pretty big. Like, I went down to my son's March Out parade down in Melbourne. Now, the thing is, it's sort of one thing, I had to fly over Newcastle. But I noticed a few changes. Quite a few changes just on the way to the airport. Well, this was the first one. When I drove over this bridge. Now, this bridge was designed, and there's no, notice there's no, oh, hang on. Photos. Let's click back. Photos. Yeah, okay, we've got some photos. My world, this here. Well, that's the top. See, anybody remembering my world, notice how the steepness of this bridge, like a lot of people used to hate walking over this fucking bridge because it was so fucking steep. And it was your car pretty much slaved going over it. And it was quite freaky. And yeah, now somebody said, "Oh, I just rave," but see, like I'm actually discovering some of these things as I go along, and the thing is, I'm being shocked and I'm being dumbfounded. Okay, this looks similar to my reality. That looks similar, and I'm saying similar, but notice how this is just a nice, gentle rise. Nah, not in my world, mate. Stockton Bridge was about that high, right where that was. The steep curve, it had a steep curve. You come up, your car was like going up fucking almost like going up Brown Street. Now that's to Novocastrians. Anybody that knows Brown Street was a fucking steep hill. Going up Stockton Bridge was almost not as steep as Brown Street, but the curve was not that gentle. See, the thing is, this bridge was designed high for a reason. This is a normal ship could get under there. A normal ship of this timeline, this period of time. A normal ship, yeah, not a problem go under there. But this ship, when this was built in my reality, we still had tall ships coming in and out of our harbour and up this river, right? Up that river. And the thing is, it's sort of um, that river. See, a lot of people don't realise it's sort of this river was not the thing. It used to come up here. You go out, and the ships would come up here, and they'd be worked on. There used to be a small shipyard up here, and it seems to be missing. Oh no, it's still there, but not as big. The scale of that is half the size of what the shipyard was up there. There was a shipyard up there, and we had pretty much had dredgers parked along here. They lived here in our harbour, and they're not there. Now I've noticed where the changes in this harbour are. Now the thing is, I noticed actually it was only after flying over it on my way down to see my son that I noticed the changes. The change is here. See, this land used to come up here, out here, because, see, this here is too shallow. As I said, I used to work here. I used to have to catch the ferry. The ferry used to be about here, and the punt used to be here. And this was a big hollow. I fish here. I've fished here all my life. Out, and I've got my own boat. And the weird thing is, I just noticed my boat's dilapidated in this reality, and I mean it's dilapidated. And it's sitting in my backyard as if it's hardly been used. Yet from where I come from, I used to use my boat all the time. It's been sitting there for about 6 months, but it wasn't dilapidated. It just needed some repairs. Like my motor was stuffed. Like I didn't go out every weekend, but I did go fishing a fair bit. I used to take my brother out here quite regularly, and we go fishing up here, and go up here because this is where the jewfish used to run. Was up here. Even this is thinner. See, and this is not as curved. There used to be a big curve. There was a bigger curve there. I noticed that. I only noticed it when I was flying over because I noticed them bringing the ships in with a punt. And see, the thing is, when we looked at our thing. We didn't see a fucking beach. This is the most weird designed fucking harbour I've ever seen for our harbour. And sort of, it used to come out. As I said, that was wider. This was more curved. There was more of a curve in Merriweather. This was more curved. And if you added all the curves in the beaches, even this beach was curved. You add all those curves back and put it back, this would come out that way. Newcastle Harbour would be pointing in the right fucking direction. Now, the strange thing is, right, the harbour was regularly surfed on the interior of the harbour. Now, there is no possible way that the harbour waves would be the same. Okay, there is a swell, but the swell's nothing like what we used to get. Like, how in the fuck, right, this is what gets me. How in the fuck, actually, yeah, that's different. Oh, okay, that's different as well. This is not out, this should be out here and this bay is not as big, because this should be up here. That's where the curve difference is on there. The curve difference is here. This bay is not as big as it used to be. And it used to come out, and the heads used to come down. And notice how that harbour's pointing out there. This is the weird thing. Notice how that's pointing out to sea. Even though there's no breakwall. But Newcastle Harbour had an opening like that, and ships used to come in and out of our harbour. And that's why they used to dredge, because the thing is the swell would come in and it would build silt up, and there was a constant silt build-up. And like, see here, you can see silt around here. It's just the wave. Notice the differences here. This is what's getting me. It's sort of like you've got really weird fucking formation patterns here. This is now called the wedge. It was never called the wedge in my fucking reality. And they surf this now, but they're not surfing in here. As I said, this is not straight enough. As I said, this was a good little, see, you can see waves here, but those waves are just too fucking small. The waves hit there, right? That just looks like a little residual wave. The waves here were just as big as the waves here. Some days, yeah, it'd be a bit shitty here, but it's sort of. But if it was shitty here, it was shitty up the whole beach. You only had to go up the breakwall to check it out. If the waves were shitty here, you generally used to come over here, so you could go out here, and you come up. Sorry, not there. You come up here. You could see the fucking pretty much see what the conditions were like, which way the swell was running, so you knew whether jump back in your car and drive over there, or walk down the ferry wharf, or Punt Road. That's where the punt used to be, actually. Yeah, old Punt Road. That was where you came in and you parked. The punt used to come in here. That was the Punt Harbour. That's still the same. So they still had the punt. But yeah, there's definite differences here. Now, for those of you that don't believe that we used to surf in the harbour, guess what? I actually found some evidence. Right, this is them surfing the wedge. Notice the way the waves are coming in. I'm just going to use this here. There's the wedge. Notice how they're coming more into there. See, that's out to sea. That's the way the waves have always come in from sea. And that's the reason why harbour was built, and that's the reason why they surf the waves. The whole coastline is different, and the orientation, I think, of Australia might be a little bit different, because just the wave patterns are nothing like I remember. Like, I didn't surf much as a kid, but I did surf a lot. I still love the surf, but the thing is, it's sort of, yeah, it's just so weird. See, this beach was more curved. There was a curve to that beach. That's dead fucking straight. That beach wasn't straight. It was always curved. Surfing inside Newcastle Harbour, Sydney Harbour. Now, this is a video that I've got to show you. I'm going to shrink this down. Now, see, there's a strange thing here. Very, very strange. And I mean, it's very strange, folks. Right? It's the way the wave patterns go past Sydney Harbour. I've got to find them. It's as if the harbour's back to front. Now, see this? Look at the way the wave is coming in here. Sorry? See, that's coming from a city. Over there, that's not big enough to get a wave that big. Okay? It's sort of the reality and the physics in this world are even different. Now, you watch the way the waves are surfing here. Now, this is what I was going to check out on Google Earth. Okay, now maybe we go back a bit, back a bit, back a bit there. Okay? I'll play this for you.
Acceptable came through and
Now, see the way the wave is going? For that wave to be like that, right? It would mean the harbour entrance is in a different point, or that is in the different point. So what we're going to do, we're going to jump to Sydney for a second. Now, old Earthers particularly, right? Pay attention. Old Earthers, please pay attention. That's fucking Woi's changed. Manly, well, Manly's still got the outgoing harbour. See, in our reality, we've got outgoing harbours. See, this is here. The ship can turn around out there. Okay, it still has this bit of thing, but this point here was actually a bit more there. Watson's point's in the wrong fucking direction. Balclise, yeah, again, another thing. There was a bit more of a curve in there. Not much. Okay, now, let's go to the Sydney Opera House. Okay, now, notice how they were surfing in that direction. That direction at Sydney Opera House. This is a Mandela effect. Taking reality the wrong way. See, that's the swell. Swell's coming in here. Right? Swell's coming in here. Yeah, let's just jump out of there for a sec. Play this again. Watch the way the surf is running. Okay, maybe I've missed it. See the way the wave is running? That's running out to sea? How can that happen? That's physically not possible. So I think this video is, again, like my other video that I'm going to show you in a second of surfing Newcastle Harbour. I think this is it. This is it. So this might not be it, folks. I've got to just find the right picture. I did have it before. This is them surfing the wedge. That's surfing in the wedge. They're surfing into the thing. They were nuts. We had nuts in our reality. Okay, this is my reality, folks. This is my reality. Have a look at it, all right? Yeah, you can actually see Port Stephens here somewhere. You see Point Stephens Head. Point Stephens is up. It should be somewhere there. No beach, folks. Notice that? No fucking beach. No beach. Look at it. Yeah, okay, there's Port Stephens there. There's the hill there. See? We surfed in our harbour. Right? Mandela effect. There. Mandela effect. We surfed in our harbour. And notice, out to sea. Out to sea, folks. Out to sea. This video is, I don't know how it's happened. This is actually in my fucking reality. This is a video that has been left over from the merge. This is something that has been merged in. The effects of the Mandela effect didn't affect this video. And I've noticed this occasionally. I am seeing some odd video here and there of the reality of the old reality. It is still there. There is a picture of Newcastle fucking harbour being surfed and the sea direction. See the sea direction? The ships went straight out to sea. They went straight out to sea. Not this fucking harbour. This harbour is fucking foreign. How can the ships go straight out to sea? And this is what they're calling the Mandela effect, folks. Right? This is wrong. This is wrong. Right? When I flew over this, going down to see my son, now the son in this reality, as far as I'm concerned, is my son. Now, someone was talking about my kids. Before we go, I'm just going to stop for a second. Right? Talking about my kids. Okay, someone said to me, okay, how come you're not sort of the way you're talking about your kids and everything, because 3 are missing in this reality. They just didn't exist. They never came to be. The exes don't. 2 of the exes don't know me. My best friend that I had the daughter to pretty much said, "Tony, what are you talking about?" It sort of, she thought I was nuts. It sort of just taken a piss out of her. We had the one night stand. We still talk. We're still good friends, but we don't have a daughter anymore. And that's weird. That's fucking weird. And the thing is, and now someone said, "Oh, why aren't you more upset?" Okay, to those of you that say, "Why ain't I more upset?" Trust me, I've had the tears. I sat down for a good 4 fucking hours, bawling my fucking eyes out. Now, I'm saying this a lot. I bawled my fucking eyes out because 3 of my kids have vanished from existence in this fucking time shift, or this reality shift. But it's not a time shift, folks. This tells us this is not a time shift. Look at the direction of the harbour. How in the fuck could you get... Like, you look at that, okay? You look at this harbour, right? You go there now. When you're looking out, you see the beach here. Right? In my reality, Port Stephens, this place here, when you look at it here, in my reality, that head, because there's a couple of, actually, other mountains still there. That's something I'd never look. Okay, not as big. That's not as big as our world. There's still one there. There should be 2. And again, not as big. Let's have a look at them from this direction. The Google Earth. Let's have a look. Yeah, no, not as tall. These were 2 fucking very tall, pretty much, heads. And they're extremely fucking visible. That's pretty similar in size. Oh, okay, that's weird. That was a full landmass. Fingal Bay had a full landmass. That was, you could drive out here. Can't fucking drive there anymore. Wow, I've snorkeled in this bay all my life. I fucking, it was one of the best snorkel bays there is down here as well. That's Nigger Point. Oh, well, okay. I don't know what they call it now. This is what we call, and fucking, you can't get to it. There was a little beach here, and like you fished up here. This is where we got all the blackfish. When we went fishing, we got all the blackfish up here, and this was nicknamed Nigger Point because of the black. That's what we call the blackfish. It was nicknamed Nigger Point, and there was a rock pool about here that the blackfish would get caught in at low tide, and you could go in there with a net if you wanted to, but everybody fished for them and did it for the sport. If the fish weren't biting, you'd know they'd be in the Nigger Point, because a lot of the blackfish would get caught in that pool or something in the pool that they loved. But see that? Okay, that's something I didn't notice before. That's a landmass that's missing. That landmass is missing. But those mountains aren't as big as well. Fuck, okay, that's weird. All right, okay, folks, something just has happened here, and I'm not joking. Right, I got home at 9 p.m. All right, now I started I got home at 9 p.m. I ducked up the shops and I sat down at this computer. By this recording, I started this recording at 12 o'clock. This has just happened because that alarm that you just heard was my morning alarm. Okay, as far as this recording is saying, it's 5 o'clock, no, 7 o'clock in the morning, 7:30 in the morning. Okay, this has just happened, folks, right as I'm on the internet to you. I started this recording at midnight because I looked at the time. It was midnight. It's now fucking 7:40. It's now 7:27 in the morning because that alarm should not have gone off. There is now, that's over 7 hours just vanished from my life whilst I was doing a recording. And this is no joke, folks. It was 12 midnight. I just sat down. I just sat the fuck down. And now it's fucking 7:30 in the morning. And I haven't done anything else. I sat straight down because this recording, so something, a Mandela effect has happened whilst I was doing this video. This video was no joke, was started at 12 midnight. I got home, I haven't been to bed. I'm not even tired, folks. I haven't taken my meds, and trust me, if I don't take my meds, I'm in a lot of fucking trouble. But a Mandela effect has just happened. 7 hours have just vanished from the clock as we speak while I'm actually videotaping this thing. And that alarm, this is no joke, folks. This just happened because I sat down here at this computer. Okay, this was the result. My flight got in at 9:30. I drove home. It was 10 o'clock. I quickly unloaded my suitcases. I drove into the chemist. And now the chemist didn't shut until 12 o'clock. I had plenty of time to get up there. I left the chemist at, what time was it? About, I think it was 10:30. I left the chemist. I drove to Coles Supermarket. I purchased some items. I was in there, and the receipt is in the other room. Oh, no, it's not. It should be. No, it is in the other room. Yes, so exactly, yeah, 7 hours, because it was exactly midnight. It's now saying on my timer clock of the recording at 21, it was 19 something when, I think, as I already said, it is now 21:53, right? I sat down 21 minutes ago, 58 seconds, exactly at midnight, because I looked at the time. It was exactly midnight. I looked at my clock. I looked at the clock on the computer. 7 hours have just vanished, or 7.5 hours have just vanished from the clock. Whilst I'm making a recording about the Mandela effect, a Mandela effect has just happened. 7 hours have just vanished. Have we shifted again? I don't know. I do not fucking know. But the map hasn't changed. There's no map changes in that 7 hours. Let's go back to Newcastle. Let's double check, see if it's the exact same. Damn, I didn't get that Mandela effect on fucking TV. But there's a 7 hour time jump differential. Wow, that is fucking amazing. And I'm not saying anything else, folks. This is absolutely amazing. A Mandela effect happened. I remember it. It happened whilst I'm recording a video. And this is no word of a lie, folks. I started this recording exactly at midnight. And it's only 23, it's been going now 23 minutes. And the clock says exactly now 7:30 in the morning. So 23 minutes I've lost, and I started at midnight. Go back, take 23 off the thing. I have lost 7 hours, 7 minutes. Exactly. 7 hours. That's fucking even weirder. 7 hours, 7 minutes. Off the clock. Just vanished. Gone. I'm sorry I was talking about the landmass, and I've got to talk about this. How the fuck can I not talk about it? 7 hours have just vanished off the clock whilst I'm on the computer. That alarm should not have gone off. That alarm was set to wake me up yesterday morning at my son's march out parade. And this might explain why some of us, when we wake up, we're fucking dead tired. Could this be part of the Mandela effect? Could these fucking, like, you wake up in the morning, you feel like you just went to bed, and all of a sudden it's fucking morning? And you know you went to bed early, and then you don't feel like you've had any fucking sleep. And I don't feel like tired. Actually, I don't feel tired yet. It's not, normally I don't go to bed until fucking 1 o'clock, and I'm tired. And trust me, I'm tired. I've been awake now since, I should be exhausted because I've been awake since, oh fuck, what time did it? 7:30 yesterday morning. I've been awake since 7:30. Actually, no, sorry, it's 6:30. Sorry, I apologise, it's 6:30. I'm looking at the wrong clock. I was looking at the wall clock. It's 6:30 in the morning. I have lost 6 hours. I've lost 6 hours and 7 minutes. Sorry, I apologise. I was looking at the wrong clock. The clock on the computer now says 6:30. My watch says, I've just picked up my watch from my table. My watch says 6:30. And I wish I could, actually, I can't get the fucking time up on that. But yeah, I've just lost time, and it's just happened, folks. This is fucking weird. Okay, the date is the 28th of the 5th, 2016. Has anybody else out there experienced a missing time? Okay, this could explain missing time, because I can tell you now, it just happened. It really just happened, folks. It was midnight, 25 fucking minutes ago. It's now 6:30 in the morning. This is so weird, and I mean this is so fucking weird. For that alarm to go off, that shouldn't have fucking happened, folks. I have not been awake for fucking 6 fucking hours. I have only just got fucking home. This is amazing, folks. This is amazing. I've got to go. Look, folks, I'm going to actually pause the recording. I'm going outside to have a look at the outside. Okay, I won't be a second. I will be a second because I'm just pausing the video. Okay, folks, don't get too freaked out. It's official. I've lost 6 hours. Whilst I'm making a video, 6 hours of time has just vanished. I truly started this video at midnight. I'm actually well and truly fucking beholden, folks, because there is sunshine now outside. And as far as I'm concerned, I walked off the plane not 3.5 hours ago. 3 hours. No, yeah, three. Hang on, what time is it? 6:42. Yeah, it would have been pretty much just 3.5 hours ago. I walked off a plane. And I started this video, truly, guys, at midnight, and the time in the morning, and 6 hours has just vanished of time. It's just gone. Not to be remembered. I am not even tired. I'm not even tired, folks. As far as I'm concerned, my body still thinks it's fucking midnight. Well, most probably almost 1 o'clock. I'm not tired. I am tired, but I'm not tired. I haven't fallen asleep, and I pretty much, the moment I sat down after I packed the groceries away, I turned the computer on, and I do remember looking at the time on the computer because it said bloody midnight. I thought, oh, wow, okay, cool, it's late. And lo and behold, folks, time is missing. And it's happened whilst I'm making a recording. The Mandela effect has just happened as we speak. And this is even freakier than the fucking globe changes and that map change. But yeah, I'm going to jump back to this video, folks. I'm not going to harp about the time change. You've already heard me get excited about it. So yeah, so that's something even fucking weirder. I actually believe that a Mandela effect has just physically happened. Could this be what explains missing time? People say, I'm missing 6 hours. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. 6 hours. Have I just been abducted? But the strange thing is the recording never fucking stopped. I never pushed pause, or I didn't do anything like that. But yeah, as I said, I promise you I'm going to come back to this video because this fucking harbour is important. So I'm going back to this thing. And we can talk. I might jump back to the time change and everything, but see how the waves run in to here. Okay, this would be the most northern sort of swell that you would get, but you wouldn't get the swell coming down here. You might get a little bit, but see, in our reality, right, that swell wouldn't be there. It's sort of because, as I said, this would come around here. This would come around here. That swell wouldn't even fucking exist because this was a curved beach. 9 Mile Beach was a curved beach. Sorry to anybody who says, as I said, the fucking Sigma. That might explain why the Sigma is at Fullerton fucking Cove instead of being up at Saltash. As I said, there's the fucking Sigma. Because they came in, tried to bring it around like this. But where in reality, the ship got sunk up there. We spoke about that last night. I'm going to harp about that because I'm too freaked out about the missing time that I just got. And that just happened while I'm recording, and fucking, yet the recordings was still at the same time. I didn't even realize. It was only that fucking alarm clock going off and made me realise there's missing time. So yeah, but that there is not possible because here it is here. Here is the video of Newcastle Harbour out at sea. Straight out to sea, folks. Straight out to fucking sea. And in reality, as I said, you can just see the most northern. If you were sitting in this spot, you would just see the thing here, and in reality, that is pointing out to sea. But it's not. You go up here. If you go up here and you sat there, you'd be looking at fucking nothing but beach, nothing but fucking beach. And on this reality now, when you look out of that fucking break wall, Port Stephens is about here. You go pretty much, it's outside of the fucking thing. No. Port Stephens. Oh, hang on, I was there yesterday. Not yesterday, the day before yesterday. No, Port Stephens is about here. When you sit there and look, you can see Port Stephens up here. But it's not there. There's no fucking tall mountains because they're, in reality, they're over. Okay. There is yep, it's confirmed. There's a second alarm. That was my emergency wake up if I missed the first one. Because my son's march out parade was very important even in this reality. I don't know if he's my son being brought over into this reality or whatever. And the strange thing is my son actually remembers my other three children. So I think he is my son. But he looks like he's from this world. He looks like he's from this world. I look like I'm from this world. My body and my bones look like they're from this world. But I can tell you not. We're not. We are not from this world. My son's explaining it that someone has hacked Google Earth, and that's what they've been told. They've been told that someone hacked Google Earth. And yeah, so it's quite fucking weird. Oh, and those of you that know of the South China Sea conflict and everything like that, well, in this reality, guys, they've already built the fucking island. They got fucking weapons on the island already, because in our reality, they were only just building it. They were starting to build it. In my reality. And I've got to say that, folks, in my reality. I'm even talking about it in public because this is fucking too weird. And too many people. I went and saw a friend. He's come across he's actually come across. I thought I was going to go and see. I went in because I knew even if he wasn't from my reality, he'd be spun out about it. And I went up and said, oh, I've got something to tell you, man. And he said, the Mandela effect. He said, mate, I already know about it. He said, everything's fucking changed. I said, yeah, I know. So, yeah, how did you find it? He said, I've just not just been finding out of it. He said, I've been seeing it. He said, I've seen products. He works in a supermarket. He's been seeing products. But the thing is, it's sort of not just that. I told him to go and look at the harbour. The same thing as the other day, a friend rang me up and said, go and look at the fucking harbour. And I went up and looked at the harbour and sat there and I looked out the harbour and this is fucking beach. And fucking Port Stephens is up here. Not there. No, Port Stephens, where was... Yeah, but Port Stephens was fucking visible. No, Port Stephens out here. In this fucking... No, there. I've got to think where I am. No, yeah, because this is... See, there's too many landmarks missing here. There's too many landmarks missing here. It's sort of... there were little shoals coming out every now and then. Those shoals... It's sort of, in this reality, there's fucking little shoals coming out. Like, this is right. This is right in my fucking reality. That is right. That's pretty much the only one that's there. And that's why this was surfable. In this fucking reality, there's one here, there's one fucking there, and there's another one fucking there. And it's you wouldn't have them in this fucking reality. It's sort of, because I'll show you. You have a look at them in this reality. We're going back to Newcastle Harbour, but this fucking time shift has fucking spun me right the fuck out. And I'm sorry, see what I mean? It's sort of like there's little bits of fucking... Right, oh, okay, there's not too many. Oh, no, there it is, there. There it is, this must be high tide. It's a high, yeah, it is high tide. Yeah, the water's up too fucking high there. But, yeah, that is just so fucking weird, folks. That is in the wrong fucking direction. It's pointing to the fucking beach, but that time shift is really fucking freaking me out. Yeah, I'd sort of tell you now, this now explains fucking reality. But, talking about reality, okay, everybody's had the feeling of deja vu. I think the Mandela effect is responsible, or is part of the Mandela effect is part of deja vu. The feeling that something has just happened, I think, is two realities touching each other. And that's why you feel it. Okay, our realities may be closer than we think, and this fucking CERN accident they just had has actually caused them to come and fucking merge. Because this is too freaky for me, folks. The fact that it's just happened to me, like missing time, whilst I'm making a video. It's sort of like it was midnight. I'm not joking to you. It was fucking midnight. So yeah, guys, I'm actually going to shut this video down early because I've got to cope with this. And I'm going to make another video, and I'm going to talk about the body changes and shit like that again. But I wanted to talk about the Stockton one today, but I just cannot fucking work out what the fuck has just happened. Because, and it's actually, there is a change. There is a change. Not a big one. Not a big one. Yeah. Oh, it is a fucking biggie. Wow. The harbour's not as big. No, that's the lake. The lake's shrunk. Okay, that's just been affected. That lake has shrunk. I wonder if it's shown up in the video, or whether this happened since before yesterday. That lake has shrunk. Those mountains are too close to the fucking beach. Those mountains are too close to the shore. They're back here. There's a small mountain range, but that mountain range comes up here. Okay, so there's something else I just noticed. I don't know whether it's just happened in that one, folks, but yeah, an actual missing time captured on film, but you can't see it because it just happened. I started this video at midnight. The time is now 6:52. The video is now 37 minutes long. I'm shutting it off. I'm too freaked out. I'll make a new video in a little while. No worries, guys. I'll talk to you in the next video.